Hey everybody, now that we're actually down here at the creek, I'm trying to get my phone to balance correctly, like I need it to. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I don't need to see the bottom of my screen while I'm going to eat my yogurt. And yes, I am going to continue against those controversial ads because they shouldn't be up. I think that should be illegal to be placed on YouTube, quite frankly, because they are a false advertisement. I think that any YouTube channel should not allow that. Quite frankly, I don't think that should be allowed on YouTube. To tell you the truth, there's a little wastebasket back here. I don't think that should be allowed on YouTube at all. I had seen a few of those people in other advertisements not related to that one. It is fake Hollywood bullshit. They are doing it to go against our police forces. So, like I said in the other video, it's bullshit. So, I'm not going to try to let it upset me because of my epilepsy. I do not need another seizure because you guys know I had them 3 days in a freaking row, and what the hell is going on with my hair? So, that said, I'm going to have my peachy yogurt. Yeah, hey, that's a great way to cover the label with the spoon. Spoon. You guys know the tick is coming out. Spoon. That's his favorite catchphrase. My kids watched that cartoon when they were little. So quite frankly, when I just talked to one of my children, which by the way is law enforcement, he's like, well, that's certainly not happening here in Texas. He's like, yeah, that advertisement is complete and utter bullshit. So, for those people that made that, in that controversial film, you're full of shit. And I'll have a bite of yogurt on that one. You're full of shit. But to the point of this today is, you guys remember when I said I have my canvases to work with, and I have my blue one. You see that? I have my blue one. Now we're down here at the creek today. It's a great day out to be able to do this. It's a nice blue sky in a correct color. And I have my paints with me to be able to do this. So, Charlene's Art Corner is down here today to be able to do a special painting for the Labor family. Now, this is a particular special painting that I'm going to show you guys when I go to do this, when I'm done with my yogurt, and I actually go to start to set up and everything, after I'm done like with this video. And no, I don't have my other device with me. This is going to be a special Labor family painting. I got news on when I might be able to move to my new place Boy, is that soon. Wow. And I should be hearing back again on how very soon I should be getting ready to pack. I know my friend Rocco might be a little sad, but at the same time, he might be relieved because then, you know, I won't have to put up with stress. Yes, I'm going to continue with my yogurt. I need this to calm me down because we were almost in 2 accidents on the way to Wawa. Yes, 2 accidents on the way to Wawa. One woman, she had the nose of her vehicle out too far and was going to blame that shit on us. Sweetheart, get the fuck off your cell phone. You're not entitled. I don't give a fuck who you are. Your ass is not entitled. Thanks, Obama. For making people think that they're entitled. Let me explain something. There's a human race, but there's different nationalities. But there's only a human race. But thanks to half-white Obama, he fucked that up. Oh, you can dog me for that. Thanks to half-white Obama, he fucked that up. Nobody's entitled to anything. You have to work for what you get. Nobody's entitled. Life isn't free. You have to work for it. You absolutely have to work for what you get. All my life, I've always worked for what I got. And in previous videos, I told you guys this. I babysat, I mowed, a girl. I mowed lawns. I pulled weeds. I had like a little community garden for myself and my neighbors. I helped them out when they barely had any food. I told them, hey, one of my neighbors had like 7 children. I told them, 6 or 7 children. I'm like, hey, go ahead and take some of the food because you guys don't have anything. Go ahead. Pick some of the corn and the tomatoes, whatever you need. You need to eat. They were like, well, we can't really take from your garden. And I'm like, you need it more. Because you have yourself and kids to feed. I didn't really care. So you know what they did? The woman's husband, he had these old radios, and he knew I liked to, take the old radios, take short waves and make them into long wave radios, in my treehouse. And so he would give me his old radios in exchange for the food because he didn't think that his old radios still worked. Lo and behold, I would fix them. Just with my little hands, I would just fix them. Nothing else, just my hands. And poof, they started working. You'd be like, I don't know how you got those to work, but go ahead, keep them. It's okay. And the people that raised me found out that I was fixing other people's radios and turning them into long wave radio, and they threw them away because I was able to hear Japan from Northeast Oregon. Northeast Oregon. That wasn't too far from Idaho. You shouldn't really be able to hear the furthest tip of Japan. I mean, the furthest tip of Japan from that point in Oregon. Now, I can see it if you're around Portland or Astoria, yes. But if you're in Northeast Oregon, no, because of the mountain ranges. And because of Canada, because of the mountain ranges in Canada. Don't ask me, I'm a weird genius. And because of the frequency bearings off of Washington State because of their mountains. And yeah, because of where I happen to know where places are that would be able to block the signals, and I'm not going into that because that's controversial because of national security reasons. So I can't disclose that information. But anyway, but yeah, you know, I'm probably babbling on now. I'm tired. But yeah, you know, it's like I came down here, you know, it's like to do that, you know, special for my friend's family because they have this dock down here. His grandma, the dock used to be bigger way back in the day. And now it's smaller. They have the original pole from the original house down here on the dock. Now there's a birdhouse on it, so that'll be in the painting. The house that's down here now is not the original house. That had to be torn down. Somebody had stolen the original potbelly stove out of the original house and a china cabinet, which is really fucking sad. Really fucking sad that somebody would do that to an old lady and steal from her. And the antique dealer just would never give it back. And I was like, hey, do you have pictures with that in the original house? If you do, you take that to him and you say, hey, I told you guys before, those are stolen. You give them back to me or I call the cops. It's stolen property. Find the pictures, people. Find the pictures. That's all you need. Pictures are 1,000 words. Find the pictures. That's the proof. Pictures are 1,000 words. So, talking about pictures, I will be doing a painting looking out from, so because you guys saw me do the Labor Day painting and from the Labor property, that's where I'll be today, like I said, and I will be painting the view from the dock area looking over to the wildlife preserve, whatever you want to call it, area. There's some bald eagles that hide up in the trees. Oh, don't let that bee come in here. I can't get stung. I can't have the EpiPen either. That sucks. That's the only other problem down here is there's a lot of bees. A lot of bees knees. So yeah, guys, I'm getting exhausted now. Yes, if you guys want to know, I stuck my second dosage in my medicine bag. So my medicine is in my medicine bag. So in a few, I'm going to try to save my battery. I have an extra phone charger with me. I'm getting tired. You guys could probably tell. I'll try to see you guys over there in a few minutes for Charlene's Art Corner Live down here at Darby Creek for the Labor family. Dock painting, Darby Creek, said that they can have a memorabilia painting, just something special before I actually move to my new place. I have to do this for them. I just do. And then eventually I really have to go to Michael's Crafting on the 29th. I have to pick up some yarn and do Little John the blanket. There's a bunch of yarn on sale. I have to make Little John a blanket. Oh my gosh. Little John is so adorable. Little thing. He's so adorable. Oh my gosh. He's not small though. Oh my goodness. He's like half the size of his mommy. Jacqueline, oh my goodness, child. How did you give birth to that? He's a big boy. And I thought my first boy was big. And you're a little thing. They give you a C-section? I hope so. Sure, you're a petite. There's no way that you just I know there's a lot of women that have it. You're too small for just pushing that out. He's a big boy. Kudos to you. My first boy was 8.5 pounds, 22.5 inches long, and wore a size 3 baby shoe at birth. Yes, his foot was bigger than Shaquille O'Neal's foot at birth. Yes. And they thought that he was mentally retarded when he was born, and they checked his brainwaves and found out that he had extra brainwaves. They were like, your child isn't retarded. He just happens to have extra brainwaves. We do not understand this. Babies should not have that. He was advanced. Wonder where he gets that from. Oh yeah. And then he fixed an engine of an airplane, but I'm not going to say which grade. It no longer leaks fluid. But I'm not going to say which grade of aircraft. Because he's a genius. I give birth to genius children. But anyway, your children can be geniuses too. You just have to start them early on learning. Like I did. You know how you take away a bottle from a child? Give them a book. Yep, that's how you do it. When a bottle breaks your children when they're babies. Give them a book. Anyway, guys, I will see you in a few minutes for Charlene's Art Corner. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed, and see you in a few.